Hey guys, Mr. Clown here. In this video I will discuss how to troubleshoot a faulty power door lock situation on your car. Now this particular car is a 91 Camaro. However, I will discuss how to read the wiring diagram for it, and it could pertain to almost any car out there, generally speaking of course, with a little variation here and there. But I will show you how to read the wiring diagram and give you the tools necessary to do this on your own. All you need is a test light and a flathead screwdriver and stuff like that, just to pry the door panels off. Each car is different. And maybe some Torx heads, or depending on what your car has. This particular car had Torx heads. This car had a T15 Torx heads and T30 Torx heads. So if you have a car like this, which is basically an 82 to 92 Camaro / Firebird, they're all the same. That's what you're gonna need. And I will also talk about tricks on how to diagnose what the fault is before even diving into something like this, which you should stay tuned to find out. It's really cool. Really cool. Alright. Let's go here. This is the wiring diagram for my car. Alright. Now what we have here, we have a relay. So whenever you have a relay, this is your relay here. Whenever you have a relay, you're always going to have two circuits. So here you have two power circuits. Now if you don't understand how relays work, check out my other video on relays, how they work. So conveniently titled. I believe that's what it's titled. Well, anyway. Alright. This one here is your ACC fuse, accessory fuse. It's hot at all times, meaning you should always have power going through this. And it's a 20 amp fuse. I also have a fuse video on how to check these. Take a look at that too. Alright. You have an orange wire here. So this should be hot at all times, orange wire going down here to your switches. Your left hand, your driver's side switch, and your right hand switch, your passenger side switch. Okay, let's talk about everything we just talked. Let's talk about this actual circuit here. Now, there's stuff that taps into this power wire that's power all the time, like your window over here, your outside mirror switch. I don't know if you can see that. And let's also check to see what else taps into it. It says see fuse block details. Alright, let's check out what that says. Not that. Actually, yeah, it is this. Here we go. So, fuse block details, ACC fuse, lid fuse and tail fuse. We're looking at this fuse. Now, a word of advice. If you're wondering, hey clown, what's up with this wiring diagram? You have a fancy wiring diagram. I don't. Well, this is a shop manual. If you don't have one, you can always go to alldata.com. I think it's alldata.diy.com. Just Google alldata, ALLDATA. They will tell you, they'll give you all your wiring diagrams for your car. It's like 20 bucks for a car, and I'm not sure how long you have it for. I'm not endorsing that site. I'm just giving an example of where to find that, so you can follow along with me. So, this is what is connected to my power side, which should be live all the time. For example, I have Delco Bose amplifier relay, radio. Convenience center horn relay, my horn. Underhood light, hatch relay, dome light. You get the idea. So, first thing, if you have your wiring diagram, let's go back to what I was doing before. Always see what's connected to your fuse. Remember, 9 times out of 10, it's most likely your fuse. So, keep it simple, stupid. Kiss. It's always your fuse, 9 times out of 10. Check that first. Always check the easy stuff first when it comes to electrical. Now, if you don't want to crawl underneath your dash or go wherever, these things could be hidden anywhere. Check with your car where they're hidden. This particular car is underneath the dash over here, on the left side, up. My fuse was actually bad, so I did not have any lights since my dome light didn't go on, and my horn didn't work. Now let me show you how that works. Because remember, it shares the same power distribution. Alright, check out my horn. Ooh, it works. That means my fuse is good. Now, what if it doesn't work? Let me show you. It's the fuse that says ACC. Let me go underneath here. Oh god. Old clown. Alright. I don't know if you could see that. Anyway, it says 20 amp fuse. It says ACC. That's the fuse. Now, if you look at my my how to check fuses video, if you connect the light over here, your test light here on this side, you see there's a little metal tang over here. You connect your test light to ground. Make sure it's a good ground by testing it. To make sure, go to another power source and make sure the light turns on. It's a good known power source. And take a test light, put it here, and then put it here. It should light both times. It should light here, light there. If it doesn't light, that means your fuse is bad. Now let me show you. Let me take it out. One second. Let me take this bad boy out. Alright, let's go back up here. Getting close to this. Let's hit the horn again. It doesn't work! That's right. That's one way to check. Alright. Since I'm down here, and I didn't talk about this yet, let me just tell you what else is in this circuit. And remember I said there's two power circuits. The fuse controls the coil in the relay. This one here, closest to the engine in this car, that's your circuit. That's a 30 amp circuit breaker. Alright. Now what that does, it controls that gives power to the power door lock motor. Alright. Let me show you what happens if you take that one out. You can take that out. I took it out. There's two pins. And you can see where it goes in there. See that hole? Two holes, baby. Yeah. Alright. Sorry about that. Now, when you take this out, remember what I just did before? This is your high at all times. This is the circuit breaker here. That's the fuse. Now this circuit breaker, 30 amp, it says defogger cell. This is high at all times also. This is just like a fuse. The reason it has a breaker is because it trips whenever you hold down the switch too long on the power door lock. Because in order to save the motor from burning. So that's what this does. This feeds the motor on the power door lock. Here you could see it plainly says defogger. So in other words, this taps in says hot at all time. If the circuit breaker is bad, your defogger is not going to work. Alright, let me show you that it's not working. I don't know if you could see in here. Let me get you a light. Alright, this is my defogger. There's a light in the middle. It's not working. The light turns on when you push it. When it's working properly, it's not working. That's because this bad boy is out. Now let me go put this circuit breaker back in. Back in here. Be careful when you do these. Look, it's off to one side, these tangs. So you have to line it up to make sure. In this particular one, the tangs are close to the engine side. So you just pop those in. Alright. Now let me show you the rear defroster that works. So this is a telltale sign. If your rear defroster doesn't work in this car, see? Oops, sorry about that. See, it works. Now, each car is different, like I said. So you have to see what your car shares. And that's one quick way, instead of going nuts like I do, to figure out what's a real quick trick and figure out if your circuit breaker is blown or your fuse is blown. Alright, let's continue here. I did say if you hit lock, sorry about that. These are your switches, your door switches. That's this bad boy right here. Alright. Please bear with me, I have a lot going on over here. I'm a one-man clown, so. Alright. So, power. Is the orange wire going to the switch? This is orange. Alright. Now this shows you at rest. These diagrams are always at rest, meaning nothing's pushed, nothing's anywhere. Well, you get the point. So, at rest, nothing's connected over here. Alright, this is the other switch. So, orange, light blue, and black. Now when you hit lock, this connects the orange wire hollow times and brings the power down to your light blue. Same thing with the other side, light blue. You hit lock, light blue power. Hit unlock. You hit unlock, it energizes, it brings over the power to your black wire. Alright, same thing with this, unlock, black wire. Now, a little trick now here to rule out your switches. If you hit one switch, lock and unlock, and it works, it operates your door locks, but the other switch doesn't, then it's most likely your switch, because these share circuits here. That's a good thing to know. And thank this clown for that. Alright. Now let me show you on the switch how you could back probe it. Oh yeah. I'm an expert at that. To back probe the switch to see if you have power going to it. To rule out 100% that it is a switch. So what I'm going to show you is, the first time I'm going to show you at the lock position. First I'm going to show you the orange wire has full power all the time. Then I'm going to show you at lock, the light blue wire has power. And you can do the same thing for the black, but I'm not going to do that when it goes to unlock. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to show you how to, do it one way here. And if you don't have any power here to your orange wire, that means something's either your fuse is bad, which we ruled out before, or something's not right over here. Connection, or maybe a distribution point somewhere here is not. There's a corrosion there. It's loose or something. You'd have to check these wires going from the fuse to your switch. Okay, now let me show you power at orange and power at lock at the light blue. Now I've checked this before, and this is a known good ground. But you're going to say, hey clown, there's rust on that. How can you have a good ground? Well, it's a good ground, damn it. Alright. I'm joking. But yeah, it is a good ground. Alrighty. You might want to, like I said, double check to see if it's a good ground first. You take your test light. Let's go to the orange wire that I showed you in the diagram. Alright. This is the switch. Let me stand up. The orange wire. I put a T-pin into the orange and to the light blue. Now the orange, if I hit that, I should have power here. Okay, so our fuse is good and our wires going to a switch are good. Now, at rest, there's no power here to the light blue wire. This is coming out of the switch. If I hit the lock position on the switch and this turns on, that means it's good. The switch is good for this lock position. And the same thing for the other side, for the black wire. There's a black wire here, trust me. Okay, let's do this now. Let's see if I can do this for you guys. I'm gonna have to touch this and hit lock at the same time. Okay, please work. Hold on. Alright. It's not working, of course. Wait. There we go. Alright. That means my switch is good. It worked, yay! What am I up to here? What am I up to? Oh yeah. Try to make this quick. Alright, so we tested the switch on one side. I'm not going to do it on the other side, you get the point. The other side works too, trust me. Right, now we're to the relay. We're at the relay. Let's go back up here now to the other circuit of the relay. This, like I said, that's your 30 amp breaker. Now the reason, I think I've said that before, but the reason this is here, so if you hold down the switch, it doesn't burn your motor. This trips, and in a couple of minutes, this goes back on. It connects. This has an orange-black wire, and one is the one that is a power distribution that goes to the defogger, which I showed you before. So you go down here. It's also one that goes to your power seats. But be careful with your power seats because it also shares a ground with the relay. So if your power seats don't work, it could be misleading. It could either be this, your power side, or your ground side here. So actually, power seats. No, let me backtrack. These are power windows here for your ground. Power windows. Okay, so it's your power seats. Alright, well, if you do the defogger, that's good enough. Alright, so you go down here, you go power. It goes to your C terminal on the relay. This is your C, your A, your F, D, E, and B terminals on the relay. Now, when you take the relay and turn it on the inside where the pins are, you're going to see these are marked clearly with the letters. So when you're here, you should always have power on this side to your C, which is your orange and black wire, and you should always, and when you have, well, it depends here, because if it's in your lock position, remember, your light blue goes on. So you should have power to your A, going to the wires going to your relay, to the A side, which I'll show you in a bit. When it's lock. When it's unlock, you should have the power to your black wire going into your harness into your relay. Okay, so let me show you how this works. This relay works here. You hit lock, energizes here. It goes down to here. Power goes here. This is the coil. It energizes this coil. The ground for this coil is over here, depending if you have power windows or power mirrors, or if you have without power windows or power mirrors. So, ground energizes relay here. You got the power from up here. This turns into an electromagnet. It pulls this over. The switch connects here. So, your power from here, from your circuit breaker, which is on all the time, gets connected with this. And it brings it down here to your gray wires. And one gray wire goes to one motor, and one goes to the other actual motor that powers your door locks. Alright. So, you can have two wires going to your door locks. One gray, one tan. You see here, one gray and one tan. Ah, it works. Did you expect anything else from this clown? Alright, gray and tan. So your gray wires get the power, and your ground travels here into here, and your tan wires are the ground. Now, that's when you want to lock it. The unlock reverses polarity. What that means is, instead of gray being power and tan being ground, your tan are power and your gray are ground. Let me show you that. Unlock. Get power here. Power here. Brings it over. Come down here. Down through here. It gives you power here. Right? So this gets energized. And this is your ground again. power ground, the coil brings over this side when it's unlocked, and power goes down here, goes to the switch that's connected now, straight down here, to power your tan wires. And your ground goes straight to your gray wires. And that's how door locks work, power door locks work. Now, same concept as up here. If you hit the switches and only one door lock goes on or off, remember this should be in unison because they're both connected the same, the way I just showed you. If one goes on, one works and one doesn't, it's most likely your power door lock. If it's not, go straight to that power door lock that doesn't work. That's what I would do first. Make sure you have a good ground to it and a good power source to it by T-pinning and back probing. Ooh yeah. To that. That's another trick you could do. Alright, so we talked about that. Now I'll just show you real quick where the relay is located in this car, what it looks like, and how to go into that relay and actual see if there's power. I'm going to check that the orange and black has power. And I'll see if I could do one of these for you. Like lock the light blue should have power. So let me show you what that relay looks like. That relay in this car is over here. You just take a cover off. And this is it. That's your relay. And these are the wires going to them. You see a black wire over here. Sorry, to the left. The two tan wires go together. The black wire, the orange wire, which is power. The two gray go together. And at the end here, you have a blue wire, the light blue wire I talked about before. Something like that. Okay. Now, something's interesting over here. I don't know if you spotted it. I didn't know this happened here. Apparently, somebody tapped into this before. They tapped into the black wire, the orange wire, and the light blue wire. I'll tell you why. And they cut the wires and they taped them. I'm going to fix this once this video's over, but I left them just to show you guys. This wire here, that's when you go to energizes when you have you press the door to lock. So they tapped into it, they spliced into it to energize the remote when you hit the power door locks to activate it. This other wire was power, orange wire, power to the alarm, and this here, the black wire at the end, that was your ground. That's your ground to ground the alarm. So I'm also showing you how to do a alarm on your car. You tap into these wires. Kill two birds with one stone. Alright. If you remember my relay video, this is the diagram here, and it gives you A, B, C, D, and F. So let me disconnect this. You disconnect that by pulling on that and pulling that clip and pushing down. Hold on, I'm gonna have to put you guys down for a second. Please bear with me here.